them, the man who sat out all of last year, Randy Stumpfhauser. And welcome, everybody, to Primm, Nevada for the third stop on the Huffy Road to Glory Tour. I'm Rich Hollenberg. Thanks for tuning in today for an exciting day of BMX racing. Christophe Levesque, the series points leader so far, followed by Dale Holmes, and you see the rest of the point standings. Let's take a closer look at the Pro main class riders. Dale Holmes, the 1996 Pro World Champion, next to Matt Polkamp, a rider for Schwinn. Danny Nelson, Thunder Danny Nelson from Team Powerlight. Next to him, Kevin Tomko, the surprising rookie this year. Christophe Levesque, the 1997 NBL champ, he rides the #1 plate coming in. And Randy Stumpfhauser, returning from a knee injury. In the 7 gate, Brian Foster from Schwinn, also originally from Maryland. And next to him, Jerry Batters, riding for Team Vans. For a track description, let's go to the pros.
The first straight is really tricky because there's a little double about your 4th or 5th pedal down the first straight, and you want to hit it with your coordinated foot so you can get over it quicker.
Gate 1's on the inside of the first turn, so whoever gets there first is pretty much the winner of that race. So basically you want to hope for an inside lane on your motor sheets.
Except for getting a good start, you need to pedal over all the jumps, because it happens so fast that you need to get every pedal you can, and you need to get through the turns clean, because 3 people can fit where 8 people are trying to.
And here's the pro point structure. 8 riders qualifying for the finals, consisting of 3 main events. Each rider gets points based on the finish. First place, for instance, receives 1 point, and so on. All points added for the 3 main events. Ties are broken by the best finish in the 3rd main event. And we are ready to race in our first race of the day, the Pro Main #1. Christophe Levesque in the tough 5th gate, and he gets the whole shot, the best starter out of all of them, leading Dale Holmes and Randy Stumpfhauser, and that's Matt Polkamp crashing over the first jump. Danny Nelson in the orange uniform staying close, but it's Christophe Levesque leading the pack around the 2nd turn over the jumps. Christophe Levesque in the straightaway will turn and burn over the 3rd turn, and it's going to be Christophe Levesque with a little kick out at the finish. So here's how the Pro Main looks after the first race. Christophe Levesque, Dale Holmes, Randy Stumpfhauser, Kevin Tomko, and Danny Nelson.
I feel pretty good. I got a good gate and a good first straight, and then I think the track's very small this week, and if you're not on the front before the first turn, you're on the back of the pack, and you know, it's always better to be on the front, especially on that kind of track.
Now it's time for the 16 and over open. Ryan McTaggart in the #1 gate. And out of the gate they come. An even race in the first straight. Over the hills into the first turn, and that's Barry Nilsson. Barry Nilsson crashing and taking out Dusty Wiedemann as well. Ryan McTaggart from the Schwinn takes it away, and he's got the lead. Into the 2nd straightaway, they're coming into the 3rd and final turn, and it's going to be Ryan McTaggart under the Huffy sign and across the finish line. Ryan McTaggart takes it, followed by Mike Brandt, Dan Johnson, Shannon Troglia, and Kevin Jones. Now the ladies take center stage, the Super Girls main event, the one to watch, the NBL national #1 rider, Michelle Carnes. And it's Carnes who gets the whole shot. She's followed by Marie McGilvery in 2nd, Shawn DeShaughnessy in 3rd. All 3 of these girls, interestingly enough, from the state of Florida. It's Cairns. Cairns easily in front. She's running away with it. An easy lead, but coming in 2nd and closing the gap. That's going to be McGilvery. McGilvery tries to make a move around the final turn. Both riders are taken out, and Shawn DeShaughnessy picks up the slack and wins it from the 3rd spot. Shawn DeShaughnessy, followed by Stephanie Anderson, Sheila Songkwan, Jill Kintner, and Courtney Kimball.
It was hard, not really a hard track, but I came through, A lot of battling out in first and second, and I just got around and got to the finish line first, so I'm happy.
Congratulations to Shonda. Coming up, the 6-year-old rookies, plus more pro main racing right after this. The Huffy Road to Glory is brought to you by Huffy and by Airwalk. And we head back inside. Welcome back, everybody. Rich Hollenberg here. Time for the 6 rookie main event. As you can tell, these are the youngest racers on the track today. They are beginners, but they are tomorrow's pros. Keep that in mind. Jeff Beer out of gate 2, getting the whole shot into turn 1, has the early lead. He's followed by Brad Williams. Here comes Brad Williams around turn 2, trying to make a move and take the lead. And he does take the lead. Brad Williams on bike 887 around the final turn. And it's going to be Brad Williams over the final jumps across the finish line. Brad Williams followed by Jeffrey Beer, Charlie Maynette, Jesse Mendoza, and Todd Williams. Now it's time for some older kids, the 14 expert main event. Out of the gate, it's an even race. And we go around the first turn. A big crash around the first turn. That's nothing new on this short track. Robert Bibout and Paul Malone left all alone. They are 1 and 2 coming down the straightaway. Bibout and Malone. It's going to be a race between those two, and it's Robert Bibout that looks like he's going to hold off Paul Malone. Robert Bibout wins it, followed by Malone, Edward Navarro, Chris Burke, and Dane Coppola. Well, what's new in the NBL? Let's take a look at what's happening around the league. The pros are without Viking legend Neil Wood, out with a bruised knee. He does expect a speedy recovery. Look for him in a couple of weeks. 1-800-COLLECT has become the first Fortune 500 company to become actively involved in the sport. The lighter aluminum bikes are being replaced by chromoly because riders are harder on their bikes these days. Alan Foster is an Airwalk rider sponsored by Schwinn instead of a Schwinn rider sponsored by Airwalk. Foster Brothers have new shoes out with stiffer soles. And Schwinn has their new vented jerseys out for the summer. And the biggest news yet, Schwinn bought GT for $90 million. The money gets bigger in BMX. The competition gets better. Time now for the Pro Open main event. The best riders in the sport in this race, it's Matt Polkamp and Christophe Lebec with strong starts. Polkamp has the inside lanes, as you've seen so far, the best. A big crash takes out half the riders in the race. It's Lebec behind Polkamp. Lebec coming on strong, though. It's Christophe Lebec around the final turn, taking the lead over Matt Polkamp, and Christophe Lebec with a strong finish takes the Pro Open main. Lebec followed by Polkamp, Brian Foster, Thunder Danny Nelson, and Kiyomi Waller. We move on now to the 16 expert main event. They're out of the gate clean. Into the first straightaway. And there's a big crash in the first turn, taking out a bunch of the riders. Again, 4 riders remain. It's a 4-person race. Dan Johnson in the 706 bike, followed by Jason Freed in second. It's Dan Johnson with the lead. Dan Johnson extending his lead around the third and final turn, and it's going to be Dan Johnson on the 706 bike, followed by Jason Freed, Boomer Torres, Derek Betcher, and Andrew Price.
I'm tired. I'm at gate 6, and NBL's been giving me gate 8 for the whole weekend, so kind of stoked on getting gate 6, so just had to pedal fast.
Well, go catch your breath, Dan. More BMX racing coming up on the Huffy Road to Glory, the Primm Classic from Primm, Nevada. Stay with us.